intricate maze of pieces in the service level. That's the lower bowl that just came in on top. We're literally building it up layer by layer. The next level is the main concourse. And you can see here the West Plaza moves all the way through into the interior of the stadium. You can see the video boards moving with action on them there, and you can see the lower ribbon board. Here comes the club level concourse. And you can see the second level of ribbon board that's illuminating between the video boards. That's the upper concourse and the upper seating deck. So that's the entire seating bowl right there. And you can see the big opening on the left that I'm going to talk about in a minute. Here's our primary roof structure. Every other one of these buildings is built with two major frames. We saved a huge amount of money and did something totally unique and opened up the entire south face of the roof for sunlight by putting this single primary structure in there. You just saw the transition to baseball. That's one of the reasons this is such an incredible multi-event facility. The next thing you're going to see come down will be the roof structure. So this is a trellis-like, open-air, very light roof structure. The next layer that comes down will be the ETFE layer, which is like a clear glass layer. We've made it a little white so you can see it, otherwise nothing would be coming down because it's clear. And then, of course, the north side of the roof, which is solid for shade on the north side. Now I'm going to show you how that works on the inside of the building by showing you a drawing that nobody's going to understand. This is a section through the length of the building. So I showed you the side elevation before. We've taken away half of the building. So you can see the primary structure there. And the one point I want to make to you here is that everybody will be able to enter this building on grade. It's a fundamental difference from the Metrodome. And so you enter about halfway into the bowl. You can see half the bowl is submerged in this rendering. And then you can see the sports lights on and things like that. And so the net result of that is this. So now I want to walk you through more of the machine-like qualities. Shaping these spaces as we have will take maximum advantage of the fact that this will be the most versatile structure on the planet. Capability to host every major event that is now known and many future events that will be invented as a unique response to this great city and region. Super Bowls, Final Fours, NCAA baseball, world-class concerts and entertainment will bring significant new economic impact and a new level of vibrancy and quality of life. I'm going to walk you through some very unusual images here that show something a project like this has literally never done before. You can see here the baseball configuration, which puts home plate in a perfect location for viewing by all the fans. You can see here an NCAA Final Four configuration, which is one of the biggest economic impact multi-day events that's available on the planet right now. And you can see how in each one of these events, you can see through the windows, you've got all of the views, beautiful views of the towers in downtown Minneapolis in the background. Global entertainment events. This facility has the ability to host any sized concert, motocross, dirt events, which are hugely and growing in popularity in this country especially. NHL All-Star events, which have rarely been held in big venues, but what a perfect place to hold that type of event than here in Minneapolis. Major League Soccer, also a growing sport and very responsive, especially to the population here in Minnesota. Now I'm going to walk you through the exterior of the building. So I've put it all together for you. This is the view walking from downtown along 5th, basically from the northeast. There's a few different materials we're using here, but just a few, because the modern structure doesn't need a lot of things adorning it. And so you've got glass, you've got a lot of glass, which is no mistake here. You've got some of the highest technology companies in the glass industry anywhere in the world in Minnesota. So glass is one of our fundamental materials. Metal panels made out of zinc, which is a very durable material, natural material that patinas with age. So you can see here through these views that we have rendered using the actual sun and the position of the sun. You can see how the color of the exterior of the building will change during the time of day, and we're showing it mostly here at dusk. So here's the main entry of the building with the 95-foot tall pivot doors open, so you can see clear all the way through the facility toward the east end. And you can see on the front here also a 50 by 50 media mesh board on the top of the peak where we can project any image on there for any type of event. I'm afraid of what I'm going to start if I respond to that. Here's the interior of the concourses in the facility, and I want to show you how open and light these are. The clear roof on the entire south face of the roof structure illuminates the entire interior of the building because it's not a complete seating bowl. It's an open seating bowl with gaps and openings in it so that people can see into the action from anywhere in the concourses. And you can see here where the structure of the roof itself actually comes down into the concourse area. So every element of the building relates to every other element of the building, and it's all visible and able to be experienced all at once. I want to talk to you about a building that's accessible on all sides. This is an all front door building. This is the south entry, as if you walked from Elliott Park toward the facility. And you can see on the left there we have quite a bit of park-like space around the facility itself. You can see into the facility. The east entry, as you can see here, that faces the freeway and east, is a raised entry. You walk up a park-like experience onto that level, which is the main concourse level. You can see here the entry as you come in from the east. This is the other end of the structure, landing in the concourse. This is the most typical looking concourse in the facility. This is about as simple as it gets. And we still use some beautiful materials that are native to this region in the actual concourses themselves. But you can see here we're planning for state-of-the-art food and beverage. There's many times I want to leave this out every time, but I can't. There's multiple times the amount of restrooms in this facility that there are currently in the facility. So now you see here a view from the upper concourse, where to the left, one of the unique characteristics of the upper concourse is that the first in the NFL that's completely open all the way around. So you can walk the entire length of the upper concourse and have a continuous view into the bowl of the facility. And now we have something very special from our animation studio in Los Angeles. This is the surprise.